Now hopefully that intro made the Venom teaser a bit more cool. Anyways, welcome back, true believers and all of you vicious Venom fans, to my very first ever Venom related video. I would have said spectacular Spidey fans instead, but Spider-Man may not even be in this movie, so you know what I mean. Anyways, there's been a lot of backlash between Venom fans recently because they have either stated that the teaser trailer was simply okay or that it was terrible, since they didn't even see any Venom in the trailer at all. But keep in mind, this was simply a teaser trailer, and they actually decided to release the teaser only 2 weeks after the film's production, so that's why we haven't gotten a great glimpse of Venom yet. Plus, they want to try and tease fans for his upcoming appearance, which is probably going to be shown off in another trailer. Although, if you did see my reaction to the Venom teaser trailer, you will know that I am actually really looking forward to this movie, and then I hope that it does really well. Now, I'm obviously much more hyped for a Marvel movie like Infinity War compared to Venom, but I do think if Sony can play their cards right, they might actually have a pretty good movie on their hands. And that's why I thought I could do this video of sharing my top 5 reasons on why I'm personally hyped for the Venom movie, and why I think these reasons should also get you hyped as well. And the first reason I have why you should be hyped for Venom comes off as a surprise to no one, and that is of course who is actually going to be portraying Venom in the film.
I can promise you badass action, Venom's dark humor, and I can also promise you an absolutely stunning performance by Tom Hardy. This is Venom's movie, so we never know where he's going to show up. We're creating the next link in the chain.
Now, as I said in my reaction video, I am a huge Tom Hardy fan, and I think that he can definitely portray Venom in a really great way. Tom Hardy has a great tendency of really diving into the character that he's encapsulating at the moment, and really tries to showcase that in the best way possible when he's acting in his films. However, he doesn't really like to necessarily label it as method acting, but rather that he is actually just trying to be in the moment of the movie that he is a part of. And the main example that can be used here from Tom Hardy's acting in the past is actually from the movie Revenant, where he plays as the main antagonist in the movie going off against Leonardo DiCaprio. I never saw Tom Hardy as simply Tom Hardy in The Revenant, but I mainly saw him as the character that he was portraying in the film. And that also goes with this interview that Tom Hardy was a part of about a couple years ago called Tom Hardy on Phone Hacking, Extreme Roles, and the Best Advice He's Ever Had. And I'll leave a link to the full article in the description below if you want to take time to read it, but basically one of the questions that the interviewer asked Tom is, you've played a lot of darker villainous characters. What draws you to those roles? And Tom Hardy responds by saying, I just see if I can see it when I read it. Either I feel I can't do it, or it slots in and I know I'd enjoy taking the part and growing with it. And that can definitely be taken into consideration with a character like Venom, arguably one of the most villainous characters of all comic book history. And even adding on to that, Tom Hardy himself has stated that he is going to do his very best to give us the best Venom possible.
I just wanted to say that I give you my word of honor that I'm going to do everything I can to deliver the best Venom that I possibly can muster. Because I know how important he is to you. And I know how important he is to the Marvel Universe. And I know how important this is for all of us here, so that's what we're doing.
And I know there's going to be a lot of other big-name actors in this movie, like Michelle Williams, Riz Ahmed, and also maybe Woody Harrelson, but the main selling point for me, as well as a lot of other people, is actually going to be Tom Hardy, and I can definitely see why that is. And I have total faith that he's going to do one heck of a great job in this movie as Eddie Brock in Venom. Now, the second reason why you should be hyped for Venom is because we are going to get a whole new, different take of Eddie Brock in the movie.
Who are you?
You hired him last week. Freelance.
I did? What's that smell?
It's Brock, sir. Edward Brock Jr.
Who?
Wow, can I just say I really like that shirt? Here, it's a crane accident. Check out the light source.
He likes my shirt.
Not that Eddie Brock, but actually the incarnation of Eddie Brock that we've all been waiting for. Or maybe a new take on him that we actually haven't seen before. So to basically recap you guys, all the way back in the Spider-Man 3 days, Sam Raimi and everyone else who was working on Spider-Man 3 was really trying to find someone who could play an exact opposite to Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker to play as Eddie Brock in the movie. Which is why Topher Grace's portrayal of Eddie was a more casual reporter like Peter Parker was, working at the Daily Bugle, basically being his rival. But since this time around Eddie Brock is the main character of the Venom movie, we're going to get a bigger focus on Eddie that we've ever had before. And that mainly goes for a lot of teases that we've seen in the teaser trailer, as well as a lot of hints that we've seen in the set photos. So basically a big rumor that's going around right now is that Eddie Brock in the Venom movie is going to basically have a huge hybrid of 3 separate origin stories for his character's background in Venom. So the first one is the most obvious one, is that he is going to be a journalist. This is definitely different from what we saw in Spider-Man 3 and also more accurate to the comics. The second one is that we see Eddie Brock in the teaser trailer in this huge MRI machine, which is possibly him getting scanned for cancer. And that definitely takes huge inspiration from the anti-Venom saga of Venom stories. And the third origin is from Agent Venom, who is actually Flash Thompson, where he has a military background. So it seems like Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock in the Venom movie is actually going to have a hybrid of all 3 of these origins combined, and if this does turn out to be true, I'm actually signed on for it, because it does sound really interesting to see how they can pull that off in this movie. Plus, it'd be cool if they reference the other Venoms from the comics like Flash Thompson and also Mac Gargan. And that just furthers my excitement to see how Tom Hardy is going to be playing Eddie Brock Brock in the film. So now moving on to explaining 2 reasons for the price of one on why you should be hyped for the Venom movie is because this Venom is going to be an anti-hero, not a main villain. And that's primarily because of the storyline from the comics that's being implemented within this movie's story, which is Lethal Protector. So referencing back to the beginning of the video, the director of the movie has stated that we are definitely going to expect Venom's dark humor to be implemented within the movie. This is something that Spider-Man 3 tried to do, but it didn't do it in a good way. Venom is always known to throw a joke here and there, especially when he's messing with someone like Spider-Man, so that way he knows that he always has the upper hand because of how strong and terrifying he is, while also trying to ruin Spider-Man's life or anyone else's life that he encounters. So instead of seeing Venom as purely a villain, we are going to see Venom from a different point of view, which is going to be really interesting to see. And that also goes for the Lethal Protector storyline, which means that Venom is going to be the main character of the movie, while the main antagonists of the movie are going to be all of the children of the symbiote. This includes Phage, Riot, Agony, Lasher, and Scream. And also, Tom Hardy kind of leaked it online a couple weeks ago, but it could be a possibility that Carnage could make an appearance in the movie as well. So not only are we going to get a different take on Eddie and Venom altogether, but we're also going to see Venom fight other symbiotes in the movie, which is going to be absolutely crazy. And I don't know about you, but I'm super pumped to see what that looks like. And the last reason why I think you should be hyped for the Venom movie is because of the duality complex between Eddie and the symbiote. One of the things I love the most about the teaser is that throughout the entire trailer, Eddie is consistently saying we and our. Not once do you ever hear him say I, and that also goes with the tagline of the movie, which is we are Venom. And of course, everyone's main gripe in Spider-Man 3 was that Venom continuously said I instead of we. But given the statements from the director, Tom Hardy, and what we've seen from the teaser trailer, we can definitely expect a great duality between the symbiote and Eddie Brock interacting with each other, creating the Venom that we all know and love. And that is it, guys. Those are my top 5 reasons and why I think you should be hyped for the Venom movie. I know I'm hyped, and the more I watch the teaser trailer, the more I'm actually excited for the movie. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. Are you excited for the movie? Do you agree with my reasons? Do you have anything else to add about the discussion of what else you could be hyped for? I'd love to know, and I can't wait to do more videos about Venom coming soon. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay vicious, Venom fans. Peace out.
Where'd Spider-Wars go? Spider-Wars! Come out and play!